addicted to drugs, it can seem like really the whole world is falling apart. And when they are in recovery, it is often very hard to trust again.
Yeah, our next guest was raised by a recovering addict and says you can actually learn to forgive and also reunite. Motivational speaker and author of Get Yourself Together First, Gavata, joins us now. Thank you for coming.
Thank you for having me. Thank you for having me so much.
This has to be hard to tell your personal story, right? But you want to get that story out there because you've learned to forgive and how other people can do that as well. How hard is this to tell, though?
It's not really hard to tell because I've overcame it. And so the primary reason for my book, the reason for my message is because it's time that people stop holding on to unforgiveness. Unforgiveness is literally a cancer that eats away at you. And I mean, you have to forgive. This is your family. Everybody has a story. Everybody has endured some sort of obstacle. And you have to get to a point where you can forgive and know that you're not the only person that have been through it. A lot of times in life, we think we're the only people who have been through those things, those hidden things that nobody else knows about, the things we're so ashamed to tell anyone, when the fact of the matter is somebody else has been through it too.
And I think that's so helpful when you hear somebody else's story, and obviously everybody's journey is different. What was your experience?
So I grew up, my grandfather was a internationally known bishop. My mother was an addict. So she left me in an amazing home with my grandparents. I was raised in good schools. They gave me the best of everything. But nothing will ever take away from that longing for your mother. You will always gravitate. I don't care how much your caregivers give you, how much they love on you, how many things they do for you, how they coddle you. You will always want your mother. And so I just want caregivers even to know that you've done all that you can possibly do. Don't beat yourself up. It's a maternal longing. And so the person that my mother is today, she is the matriarch of our family. She has 26 grandchildren.
Oh, wow.
I don't know how many great-grands. And she's the go-to for everything. She's a missionary of the church now. I mean, she still works. She still moves around every day. She's living her life to the fullest. And so,
how's your relationship with her?
We are good. Whatever issues we have today are today issues. They aren't old issues.
You've been able to forgive.
Right, that is gone.
Right.
So whatever happens today, whatever our current issue is or situations, we deal with today. We don't deal with this is how you were and this is who you were. And you have to move past that.
How do people, for other people who are struggling with this, what was like the one turning point where you were able to push past that and just have your problems today and not drag the past into it?
It is the title of my book, Get Yourself Together First. That is the message to every addict. Get yourself together first. When I was able to forgive my mother, not by an apology, because the behavior changed. When I saw her behavior change, then I could trust. Because what most addicts do is they want to change for somebody else. They want to change. I want to get my kids back out the system. I want to get my kids back. I want to do this. I want to do that. And they're doing it for everybody else except themselves. But it's like a self-love thing. It's like what we have to do. When you get yourself focused and focus on yourself, you can't be good for anyone else until you're good for yourself.
Right. All right, Gavata, thank you so much for sharing your story. Where can we find you and your book?
So you can go to my website, which is www.gavata.org. And all of my schedule is there. My book is on Amazon, Barnes & Noble.
You're doing book signings.
Yeah, I'm doing book signings all over the place.
Nice.
I'll be at Barnes & Noble this coming Saturday in Gaithersburg, Maryland from 11 a.m. to 3 p.m. Yeah, so I'm all over the place.
Thank you for stopping in here first and
Thank
for sharing
you so
your
much.